Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Recruit Finals. We've got a banger match on this Thursday evening. It's DRG versus WET. I am Atrax, joined by an absolutely stacked cast. We got Rye, we got Low Seal, we got Gear Slayer, and Nexus is doing our observing and producing. I'm going to toss it to Rye first. Rye, how are you doing tonight, and are you excited for this DRG wet game?
It's the Recruit Grand Finals. I'm so excited. I've been talking about this all day. It's such a good even matchup. There's storylines like Dova switching teams and playing against the old team here in the Grand Finals. There's so much to look forward to. I'm so excited.
Low Seal, you're next.
I gotta say, I'm just happy to have more space on the couch this time. The last time I was with y'all, it was a little more cramped. But let's also not forget that Sparks is the other half of that swap, right? They ended up going to opposite teams and both end up in the finals, both end up on opposite sides of the bracket, leading to this opportunity for both of them.
Spicy stuff indeed. And finally, Gear, how are you doing tonight? Are you ready? What's your
Oh
thoughts
yeah,
on this DRG
totally,
weapon?
definitely excited here. This is going to be an awesome match between these two teams. Like you said already, the storyline, moving teams, swapping players, both meet in the finals. It couldn't get any better than that. I'm just excited to see some recruit gameplay tonight.
It looks like already we're going into maps, I believe, potentially. And at the very least, we can talk about it. DRG currently in their playoffs run 2-1 against Sav, 2-0 against DB, 2-1 against ACA. Their entire playoffs pool, they're 2-1 on Ancient and 1-1 on Anubis. Will we see either of those maps come out? But it looks like Inferno banned out by Wet right away.
That is absolutely not a surprise. This actually looks very similar to how we opened our bans. And Mist just banning Inferno, really saying that that is a map that they are just absolutely not willing to play. They haven't played it all season. DRG is only 1-0 on it, so not necessarily as strong of a map pick for them, but still, Inferno, Nuke, solid opening bans that are just perms for these teams.
And really quickly, Wet undefeated in the playoffs so far. A couple of close games, couple of double digits for the enemy teams, but either way, Wet looking to continue their undefeated streak. Looks like they're going to pick Anubis, and then Ancient by DRG. Like I mentioned earlier, they're currently 2-1 in the playoffs so far on this map. So comfortable for them, even though they've got a loss on it.
Really interesting pick to see. This was something we were thinking about just in the semifinals against Mist as well. That Mist is also undefeated on Ancient throughout the season and has a win on it in playoffs against UPS, a very strong team. DRG must really feel confident in their Ancient play for this to be a good pick for them. Not saying they're not going to be, but I personally saw how strong of riflers a Mist can be on Anubis, and Ancient they must be pretty good on as well. Whereas DRG could have picked Mirage, they're 3-0 on, and that seems like a solid pick for them against this Mist team.
Yeah, looks like in the last game, last series they did end up on Mirage as the decider. Maybe a little bit closer than they wanted to, so I don't know if they'd want to opt for that as their pick, but maybe leave it up for the decider, but we'll see that here soon enough. And looks like Vertigo will be the decider instead. So
Vertigo.
this
Yeah,
is going to be an exciting series.
Mist has no reason to let Mirage be the decider. They're 1-2 on it throughout the entire season. Vertigo, they're 2-1 on, so obviously, they're twice as good on Vertigo. One of those wins was against UPS in the playoffs. Again, another strong team, another good win. You know, Wet is good on Anubis, good on Ancient, good on Vertigo. That seems like three maps that they will be happy to go to, and they get side pick on two of those. That seems to be like a recipe for Wet to walk away with this. I think off these bans, Wet's got to be the favorite heading into this one.
Yeah, and as mentioned before, they are undefeated throughout playoffs, so maybe coming in just a hair stronger here, but just have to see how it unfolds tonight on these maps. Like you said, a couple of them leaning in their favor. DRG is going to have to show us what they're made of because they've already, upset, I believe, DB, right? The number 2 seed. So
Yeah, both of these teams have had some wild matches so far, making not only just making it all the way here, but yeah, beating the 1 and 2 seed respectively for Mist and DRG.
Do you think that if, let's say, Wet win Anubis because they're map pick, right? And then DRG pick Ancient. Obviously, it depends what those score lines are looking like. But do you think that because having the momentum from Ancient, do you think that it would be if DRG win Ancient in that manner, do you think it would slightly favor them on Vertigo depending on which side they get? Or do you think that, again, because they have a couple of 2-1 series, so they're not used or they're used to having a loss in a series. Do you think that that can potentially help them against Wet here, like going into Vertigo mentality wise?
yeah, I think being able to go the distance on all three, reset the mental, even if you're down by one, and then come back and still get the dub, that's obviously gonna help them out, and they've already done it a couple of times this season. So they do definitely have the slight edge on that front. But maybe Wet just has what it takes. But we'll see if it even gets that far. We could have a 2-0. You never know.
I think the 2-0 is gotta be likely here. Not saying DRG isn't a good team, and they definitely are going to be. Wet just has looked dominant in playoffs so far. Yes, DRG has the experience of a best of 3 multiple times in this playoffs, but I think if Wet comes out with a strong performance on Anubis, I think you'd be hard pressed to say Wet doesn't take it 2-0 in pretty good fashion, pretty convincing fashion even.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely the possibility, but we'll just have to see, which way the momentum starts out. Definitely pissed around can get you rolling in the right direction. Sometimes those can be a little bit of a toss up, but we'll see which way it leans.
Rye, what are your thoughts on the series so far, especially once you see the maps come out?
Both these teams are super resilient. They have great mental. They're going to be able to turn the corner if they get down a map. Uh, I casted Wet on Tuesday, their semifinal. They are a tough team right now. They had Swerve step up on a map and top frag. They had Sparks do the same. Um, they have a great ability where if Sprite, who's normally the top frag, is having an off day, and an off day for Sprite is like a 1-0 KD, they have a lot of tools that can step up and do great things. I'm interested to see what happens on the DRG side. Dova's a great opper. He's like a 1-2 rating for the season. Um, that can be tough to counteract, especially with these map picks. Uh, it's going to be a great series, and one of these great teams gets to be a champion at the end of it. I'm so excited.
I'm excited too. Quick plug for the rest of our CSC streams. We got all sorts of action going on over on the B stream. It's the Krypton Kings versus the Card Counters with Lapuki, Fuffy, and Hattie. They're again over there on the B stream. The C stream, we've got Showman, Holy Lamb, and Shells Bells starting at 10 p.m. Eastern. So in about an hour, they've got DRG Orochis versus the UPS Impostas. And then over on the Order of the Samurai Twitch channel, they are co-streaming the Contender semifinal. So all sorts of Counter-Strike action going on here in the CSC tonight. Be sure to spread the love. Go check out the other streams as well. I mean, look, this is where all of the action is going to be. You don't want to miss the Recruit Grand Finals. I think this is it's always a banger. You always see all sorts of fun stuff here in in Recruit in general, but especially the Grand Finals. And we've got some fun maps too. Look, I don't like Vertigo, but I actually think in this particular instance for a decider, it's going to be absolutely crazy.
Yeah, if we get there, it's gonna be such fire.
Yeah, map 3 in a full all the way full distance series always delivers. It always comes down to the wire. Probably not likely to be a blowout if it gets that far.
I feel like we've had a lot of maps get to overtime as well. Playoffs this year and just in general in CSC. By the time we get to playoffs, we get pretty evenly matched teams.
And really, that's kind of what you want to see, right? From grand finals and really just playoffs in general. You don't want to see teams go out getting completely wrecked. At least some fight. We understand 2-0s happen or 3-0s or whatever happens, but either way, you always want to see at least some fight from the teams, and especially as we get closer to the grand finals. But let's talk about this first map of Anubis as we're waiting for some of the players to get in. It is Wet's map pick. If you are joining us just now, again, picks are Anubis Ancient and then Vertigo Decider. So again, Wet's pick, they are undefeated on this map in the playoffs so far. I mean, they're undefeated on every map. They haven't lost, but even so, they've played this map twice and undefeated on it. How do you think that DRG has prepared for this Anubis? I guess I should ask first. Maybe
Yeah.
Locio or Gear, whoever.
I could kick it to low in a sec, but I would just say, like, knowing who their opponents are, I would assume that they would prep for the most likely best pick for their opponents. But low might have some more insight.
So I think DRG is already going to be more prepared than we were. Just laying out what we were thinking. Um, we had done some practice on Anubis, and we thought we were baiting them into an Anubis pick. 'Cause I was pretty sure they were going to pick it if we left it up. Right, they're 4-0 on the map up at that point. Absolutely fantastic pick. DRG has played Anubis 7 times this season. Now they are 3-4 on it, so not a great record, but still, you're floating right near that 50% mark. Means that they already know their style. They probably have been expecting this since. Well, they probably knew that this is how the map bans were going to go since around Tuesday, so they've had maybe a day and a half to prep. I know Wet's a strong anti-strat team, and I assume DRG was doing all of their work to figure out exactly what they wanted to do. I do think this map's going to come down to sides and where they start.
And I'm not sure if we know who is starting where. And like you said, that definitely does matter. It being Wet's map pick, I believe that means DRG gets to decide, right? So
Correct.
we'll have to see. Let's see. Is it
Wet is CT sided, it looks
Wet
like.
is CT side? Okay, so DRG starting on the attacking side, which on Anubis, I believe it's still the favored side. CT side is a little bit more solved than when Anubis first came out, but I think it's still T-sided.
Oh yeah, definitely going to be T-sided for this map. The T's get a lot of control by default. You can get up in their face and take space, and with just a little bit of util, you can really kind of dictate the pace. As T-side, you have the option to jump down window for a B split. Uh, the T's get a lot out of Anubis without even asking for it, as opposed to something like Nuke, where you have to throw smokes just across outside, or like you can't really go very far past lobby or even into ramp. Yeah, Anubis is a lot more open.
So if we want to take a statistical look at this, in what CSC's website will call regulation, what we call the normal season, Anubis was favored by the T's 55.3 to 44.7. Pretty standard. If we jump all the way up to some of our better tier players, so if I jump all the way to Premier, we're looking at a 54.4 to a 45.6. So recruits floating right in that same range. And if we jump into our playoff scene, where Anubis has been played 7 times in playoffs, that favorability swaps for recruits. It is a 54 to 46 CT sided on Anubis.
And we got our
And
first pick in E-Box. T's taking a bit of space. And crunching from both sides there, through main and out E-Box. Great wall of smokes up. Odessa getting a pick, but traded out immediately. Gonna all be on Airglow and Swerve, trying to make their way in from Temple.
Yeah, so it looks like you got the T side here attacking on B site, getting some nice early picks, getting the bomb down quickly before the CTs.
Oh, that HE has bad intentions.
Yeah, and Ergala manages to get one here. He's fighting to stay alive, but at the end of the day, Dova takes him down, and that's going to be a T-side pistol for DRG.
Yeah, probably a relatively unexpected B hit. I think it's a little more popular for the T's to hit A, but probably a good change up by DRG here, bringing it to the unexpected pistol round site and minimal aggression from UPS on that pistol round. That bomb went down with no swings, no fight.
Dova 3 kills in that round, bringing out a MAC-10 and still has 2,200 in their wallet.
Yeah, it definitely came to play. 3 kills on a pistol is great. Some nice entries and gets the round secured. But we've got Swerve with the unsilenced USP. And St. Sparks will get the first one. But Peck and Renegade answering back.
Yeah, CT's all grouped up in water.
Yeah, that was a big water crunch out of the CTs there, pushing out of E-Box, pushing out of A main. Sprite's going to get a little damage and find Renegade.
Yeah, so this got slightly messy there. 2 kills for the CTs, but no sweat for the Ts. They mostly hang together as a pack, get the trades, and only lose 2 bodies out of it. So not too bad overall. Nice thwart of the anti-eco. And
Both
now they're up
Galil
2-0.
saved. Mostly that being the important portion for that eco.
And look at this Dova busting out the op on 3rd round. Let's see where he decides to go with that. This could be huge for deciding their T side, where he wants to go get those picks.
Blind choosing to stick with the MAC-10, though, buying up only the utility, not dropping the MAC-10 and letting someone like Renegade save some of his money.
Nice spread out default here.
And Dova with the opener on E-Box from T-Stairs.
That op shot ringing out. Everyone's aware that that is on the map now.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great way to get an opening pick, and this T-side is just steamrolling so far for DRG. We'll have to see if Mist has anything to answer.
Surprised
some util happening over at A. They're trying to sell it, though they're not getting a lot of rotate. Mid player coming over now.
Yeah, looks like the bomb's hanging out
Bomb
outside
is hanging out
though.
at B.
Right, yeah, so this could be an interesting diversion here. They have pulled the mid-rotate. He's looking over towards A, so this is a 5v2 currently on the B site.
Dova trying to entry with an op up into dark. Will get one before getting dropped by Sprite from CT. Swerve is rotating in now. This is a 3-on-3. This bomb did not go down. T's were held up. This is going to be a rough plant here.
Oh, and Airglow tries to be a hero through the smoke, and Renegade trades him out, but Swerve getting 2 there. Now it's all down to Peck in E-Box.
Planted for him. The CTs have to be smart about this. They know he's in E-Box. They've seen him. The spray isn't found. Swerve's going to find the bomb planter. He's going to pull out the pistol. He's going to get the clutch there, dropping Swerve with the
goodness,
Glock.
What a 1v2 from Peck. Lives on 2 HP with the Glock kill. Manages to snag the op back for Dova. That went about as well as you could expect there for DRG.
Heck, doing everything, dragging them to a 3rd round. That's everything you could want out of DRG.
Absolutely. Now the CTs, again, have to either, kind of go for a little half-buy here. Upgraded pistols, forced up 1 MP9, but this should be another DRG round.
Yep, and big CT rush up middle. It's going to be important for Dova to keep some off safety here. Play some distance on these fights.
Looks like they did try to set up a default. Dova gets the opening pick, but the bomb's hanging out towards B main again, and ooh, Sprite with the deagle. Dova rings back another trade, Renegade as well, but we've got some pistol kills now, down to a 2v2, and Bomb is stranded over towards B.
Yep, 2v2 and 2 AKs on the CTs now.
Yeah, so this gets very interesting.
Dova hoping to push forward, hoping for a pixel of someone. Walking through spawn has to clear a lot of angles before he's going to see someone.
Looks like
He
he
does
gave up
think,
on that path, and Reese sends it back out mid.
yeah, he thinks better of being split from his teammate, probably, getting called to link up with Peck to make sure that these are tradable. Op's not
Yep,
going to have a great time
the
trading.
T's are making a lot of steps, so the CT should have all the info.
Got the bomb back. Oh, but Sprite catches Dova on the exit, and now Peck in a 1v2 again. Let's see if he's got the hero AK again.
I mean,
Yeah.
Sprite and Swerve have had a fantastic playoff run this season. The two of them absolutely dominant so far, trading kills back and forth.
So Peck had
Swerve
the
makes a
running shoes
step.
on towards A, but then walked water and just got the timing
Yeah,
on
so they have
Swerve.
no idea. They're slow walking it up mid. They think he might be on A, and they're gonna find out in just a few seconds when the bomb goes down. That is not the case. The Swerve still not sure.
Now they
Now
figured out.
Peck
Peck
taking an advanced position.
repositions.
This could be huge here. Unexpected. Gets the first one, and Sprite nowhere near to trade. Oh, but Peck dropped all the way back into Temple. He has to rush because he thinks he's sticking it. Oh my goodness, and Peck with the Magician clutch again. 1v2. This man is a monster.
I mean, great plant spot by Peck. Sprite outplays him, but then just can't find the kill.
That AK just not having enough bullets after it got picked up.
I really hope to see Mist drop that T-stairs smoke that they were throwing against us. Just why let Dova sit T-stairs, especially if you're going to get aggro with Sparks out of E-Box. You're going to lose a lot of space if you let him plant up there.
Swerve on the CT side has an op here, so we're going to see if Dova can be taking down Sparks, even full blind. Takes down Dova for the entry kill.
The full blind's a lie there. CS2 is misreporting that a lot lately.
And it was Sparks' flash, so
Yeah,
he
partially
knew what was
blinded
going on.
himself.
But that's the advantage, right? You throw that flash out of E-Box, you get a really strong fight against someone who's just posted up holding there, especially
And Dova
when you
pushed
hold him
up
at
to the
forward
pillar.
angle.
Yeah, he wasn't quite hanging back on the stairs where he could have just tucked back around the edge. He was kind of stuck out in the middle of the open there.
And if you let Sparks get dominant out of E-Box, you lose all Canal's control, and T's lose a lot of space.
So it looks like they're kind of shifting out of their default, trying to group up to maybe hit a site here. Let's see where they end up going. Peck is taking some damage in that trade there from Sparks, I believe. Looks like he's still hovering A main, trying to maybe fake some presence here in a second. Or maybe they're going for a split as the T's walk up mid.
Deza is spotted. Will back out to live another day. Opshot rings out from Swerve from Temple. Gonna get smoked off and flashed. Smoke doesn't land all that well.
And Renegade
Sparks
grabs
is
one
found.
onto Sparks, and now it looks like they might just take it fast into E-Box with only 20 seconds left to go. They have to get this bomb down.
Sprite has to do everything to live here.
They will get the bomb down.
Yeah, Sprite decides living on site is more important than taking a fight. Probably the right answer. Airglow walking and is caught by Renegade swinging aggressively out of E-Box. Sprite will find Feller, and this is still a live round for the CTs. Sprite finds Peck. Sprite finds Renegade, and just blind left. Swerve, partially blind, will clean up the last kill. Sprite, bright shining light that round.
The T's had a good read there when they see the op is holding mid and they can't get much out of cameras. They molly it off. They drop down into E-Box, managed to get the bomb down, but man, the sight hold was fantastic there.
The T economy isn't going to support them doing a ton this round. See some Tech 9s coming out.
Yeah, now Mist is on the board. Let's see if they can keep the streak alive, or maybe they fall victim to the pistol rush. Let's see what's up with DRG on these Tech 9s.
Yep, we see 5 Ts heading towards the B site. Trying to encounter just a couple of CTs. They're forward.
Oh my goodness. And blind with the kill after Sprite trades out Dova, and that's another one for Felder. 2 of the CTs down now, and they've got rifles. This gets interesting.
And just enough util to lock them out of the site for the first bit of the plant clock ticking down.
You know, Sprite definitely got called that there was the rush from Sparks, but Sparks just not at all ready to assist in that fight.
Oh, and
So
Blind grabs another
Sprite
one.
gets run over.
And not able to trade out Deza, though. Gets, and Feller will trade out Deza as Deza kills Renegade, and it looks like Swerve is saving the op. So they do absolutely fall victim to the Tech 9 B rush, and DRG right back on the board like nothing ever happened.
Peck
Unfortunately,
just
Peck looking for a gun there, and unfortunately bites the dust. So does Feller. So they do get the round win, but they will all have to fully rebuy here.
I mean, that's kind of a waste of a round. Yeah, it was only Tech 9s, and you didn't commit all that much, but you had armor, you had a little bit of util left over. There was at least an AK that got picked up, and you walk away with nothing from that for DRG. Like, that's got to be a depressing round.
Yeah.
Dova doesn't have enough to buy the op here.
Definitely hurts the bank, you know. They are all kind of floating near the bottom, so if they lose this, it will get tough. And now CT is fully rebuy back in. Swerve pushing mid for the opener.
Yeah, it's a bit of a must-win for both sides, economy-wise.
Yeah, it'll dictate the next two at least for who gets it.
Interesting bit of economy here. Dova saves 1,400 buying no upgraded pistol, no util at all at the start of this round. Trying to live on op economy? That's a bit suspicious.
I think he's been having some massive impact so far with the op, so it's not too out of touch to want to, you know, make sure you get that gun back in his hands.
Feller clearing everything, but there is an op waiting for him. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's an M4 over there on Feller.
Yeah, but they do have two looking his way now that he's made some presence here. And we're holding mid. Doesn't get the jiggle there, the shot on the jiggle, so goes for the repeat with his own flash, but T's not giving him anything here. 50 seconds. They got to kind of work their way out of this default and see if they can get a pick or just group up and hope for the best.
A surprising missed op shot out of Swerve there, but another surprising dry swing out of Mist, just hoping no one was mid, but then no smoke spam from the T's. It's a bit of an
bomb, and now he finds Airglow. 30 seconds left. T's are looking to split A through mid. They will not clear Deza behind the door, and he gets two.
It's not going to be much of a split, but the T's still making their way out of main.
Yeah, 15 seconds now. They gotta make this bomb go down if they want to have a hope at this round, but it's not looking good. 10 seconds, and Dova's still coming down. Oh, 5 seconds. They need to get this bomb down, and I think they will not have the time. But Peck gets the kill, and Sparks wisely hides behind the corner, doesn't give the round away.
And Dova dies after.
That is, yeah, that's a heartbreak. Now only has the $1,000.
You know, Dova did have two kind of wild AK sprays there, missing most shots. He hits, if he finds one of those sprays to be a little more accurate, I think the T's actually come away with that round. That Fountain Presence had two CT players' cams that had no idea where he is.
We have a hero off out here.
Yeah, Peck went huge there, getting the other kill. So if Dova was able to clean up one of those just a little quicker, they could have managed to get that bomb down. Then Sparks does a 1v2 retake, but not go that way. Now Dova's boosting mid, see? And he gets the flick onto Swerve. That is op down.
Swerve standing out in the middle of the house.
CTs are aware of the op buy. They do not know that they are facing some pistols and MAC-10s on the others.
Oh, Airglow might have a hit, might have an idea. He's out here with the MP9. He's ready to swing. Oh, cannot find the headshot on blind.
Loses the close fight to the pistol. Now all the utilities coming into the A site.
And St. Sparks hears them going up mid. They know they're splitting through A main as well, so they should have a good idea that they're trying to end A. And oh my gosh, Adeza from storage just can't get the kill on Peck. This might have to be a save for CTs, but as I say that, Dova picks off Sprite. Now, Sparks definitely wants to tuck on with that M4.
Yeah, Sparks had a great flank going on, but needed a little more support out of the team. And it was a save by the time he got there.
The timing was just a little unfortunate there, you know. You had the one lurk through mid that got caught late. You had the one storage taking the fight a bit early. They were all just a little disjointed on the timing. Couldn't quite get the crunch to manifest.
Deza didn't look like he wasn't taking the fight at the wrong time. He looked absolutely surprised that Cams was even coming through. This Mist team does not look like the team that's gone 2-0 in every map they've played so far. This team looks unsure of what's going on and just out of sorts, out of whack. I mean, you got Sprite putting up good numbers at 114 ADR. Dez is 6 and 7, so not as good a stat line at 114 ADR, but then Sparks only at 46 and Airglow at 42. You need both of those players to perform far better than they are right now if
Yeah,
you
I
want to
think
come
like
through on this map.
what you were saying about maybe throwing a teased air smoke if they remember how to do that, because Dova's gotten multiple entries from there. He's been dominating onto Sparks, who is one of their better players, and it looks like he's just kind of getting aggressive out of E-Box and biting the biting the bullet early in the round, and then they don't have one of their key playmakers. So maybe he either needs to temper the aggression or they need to find some util to counter Dova.
Yeah,
Quick
we had
update on Twitch chat, by the way. It's just as heavily DRG favored as the scoreline right now. We'll check back in later.
Yeah, I hear they got some nice wagons over there in Twitch chat. They're jumping on them all the time.
Yeah,
Wagons and pitchforks.
going into this, you would think Wet would be the favorite. Like you said, they've been so dominant, but DRG just came to play. They're steamrolling so far. Now it is T-side Anubis, so maybe script will flip. Maybe they're also
Well,
just as bad on CT, but we'll just have to see.
it hasn't been T-sided in playoffs. Playoffs so far have been CT sided. And then the other thing to remember, this is Mist's pick. This is Wet saying, we believe this is our best map and you can't touch us on it. And 6-2 for DRG kind of says otherwise.
So
Yeah,
the
great
Wet squad
point.
is grouped up here on the B side,
Yeah.
trying to make the most out of this eco. T's have been playing very patient. They're not doing a lot to suss out any info. Bomb is over here at B, so there's a chance that they could take it away quick.
Yeah, it looks like they did get a full rotate here now. They did have the stack. I think they had somebody else looking over in one direction, but they've got 5 fully stacked on B, and now the bomb needs to hopefully realize this and get out of dodge over towards A. It looks like, yeah, knife out to A. Right move here, and you've got Dova holding Evox. They have no idea about this, but let's see if they're ready for this little off angle here.
Yeah, Blind was feeling very lonely there with Bob by himself.
Definitely.
All the announcement util coming out, no one to be affected by it, although all the CTs here that the Ts have made their way over to the A side, Bomb going down.
Yeah, that could be a point of a weakness for the T side, them bringing Bomb over to B main on their default. If the CTs get aggressive out of B, that could easily be Bomb stranded there. I don't know if I agree with that. I've seen them do it a few times as well.
I've seen them take it over to A as well, so I think they're just keeping it on someone. But it is definitely going to those edges of the map.
You'd almost rather leave it on your opera. If he's going to sit steps, he's very central to the whole thing, and he's pretty protected.
Yeah.
But looks like they're opting for the full save. They do have 2 rifles, but they want to try to get these exits. Actually, Dova going down. Let's see if they... Yeah, Blind manages to recover the op. CTs hold on to their 2 M4s, so all in all, not too bad. Killing a couple of rifles there. It's about as good as you can hope for a mostly full eco.
That's kind of a surprising round. That's disappointing out of DRG to take that long to recognize the stack, to not know that you got 2 on the boost, to know that you got 3 A side, but also no aggression out of the T's on what should have been an expected pistol save.
Yeah, I think they were just hoping that they kind of just walked into B with that full stack there, but then also with the T's being on their own default, they weren't really aggressively going for info.
Nova breaking the smoke with the HE, but not seeing anybody behind it yet.
And now Sparks lurking behind the E-Box smoke, out of E-Box. Let's see if they expect him to just push through here. Looks like Peck up in Rugs is holding for the possibility. Dova wants to see if he can find something here in looking towards the house, but you've got one CT jiggling double doors here. Not a lot of aggression, like that, even on the last round, it's fully stacked. You see, don't seem to be getting aggressive. They hope you kind of walk into the right there. You have there, just getting caught on fire.
Yeah, right on. It's a great kill on Feller. Right, Feller gets caught crossing in the smoke and then coming back for whatever reason. Sprite's just primed to jump on that opportunity. We can jump back to her Toad days, just jumping on any opportunity she can to get those early kills.
It looks like Peck walking into A main goes down as well. So now you got a 5v3 T side fully up mid. Let's see which way they decide to go with this. 30 seconds.
30 seconds, so there's a lot of W keys going on.
Ooh, that's a good
Swerve.
trade there.
That's one
Out
get
of
traded
Renegade.
out.
Airflow dips into storage, won't be noticed, except for Dova able to get the pick, and now looks like bomb goes down. 2v2 retake. One coming from Cams, one A main. Let's see if they can get this timing right again. Oh, and Dova misses the flick. Renegade has to do it all. 1v2. And Sprite able to clean it up.
You know, I said I wanted to see some bit of aggression out of these CTs. I think they're playing a little more passive than what has worked for them, but that might not have been the best moment for aggression out of Swerve. Just taking that unnecessary peek and then Airglow just whiffing on those AK shots, strafing into the op. But I guess you strafe into the op often enough, he's going to miss a shot, and Spark's able to capitalize on that.
Yeah, Dova had a nice kill there on Airglow, but unfortunately gets a little over-aggressive and then goes for a flick, whiffs on A main, and then, you know, just can't close it out onto Sprite either for Renegade, I believe. And CTs walk away with their third round. Let's see if they can close it strong, though. T's have plenty of money right now for another rebuy. And it looks like they just got some nade damage there. Dova and Renegade both down to about 50 HP. It looks like that nade from A catching them for a good amount of damage.
Yeah, the last couple of rounds I have seen that smoke go down, and it's nice to see that nade come out. Finally, actually seeing some T-Stairs defense from Wet, not seeing the aggression out of A main to go with it, you know, not seeing them double up and try to take any pressure there, but that damage is still good to move forward and to keep the Opper especially on his toes.
Yeah, it looks like the B side.
We are hearing something about the mics being bad, so we are checking in on that. Already fixed. Awesome.
Awesome, and you've got Blind here peeking into B side, getting an entry. I didn't see where Sparks happened to go down, but it looks like two of the CTs already down, and B's looking. Sorry, the T's are looking to maybe hit A because they've got their setup going on, throwing util with the bomb over towards A while they've completely faked out the CTs on B. Now Airglow looking to maybe come through the smoke here.
Wet seems to be biting on
Peck was aware,
that
but gave
comes
up the
out.
timing, and Airglow is able to get one, but let's see if Peck can do anything about this. 1v2 now for Airglow.
Renegade is super low here.
Great flash. Gets the first one.
Finds Renegade, that's the hard one.
Oh, he
There's
doesn't
no
know.
idea where Peck is, and Peck is full HP, catches him in the back, thinking he was A main. Nope, they were doubled up near Cake. That is an 8th round for DRG. What a dominant T side so far.
This seems to be the first time Mist has really been challenged. Oh, no, they were 8-4 on Vertigo against UPS. So we know Mist can come back from these games, but this is maybe only the second time this playoff that they've really been challenged in the opening half of the map.
I do believe, even though you said playoffs have been CT-sided, you know, I think that comeback was on their CT side of Vertigo, so maybe we'll see if they have it in them on the T side here.
Yes, I do believe that was on their CT side of Vertigo. Finally
When you
seeing
have
some
it-
A main aggression, and Deza will find one. Does he know about Rugs? He does take a look, but Peck will find the kill onto Deza. Airglow will let everyone know that he is also A main with his teammate, even though he wasn't tradable.
So that was a good idea there, but I think they were a little split because he had Airglow right there to support him. And yes, you know, the trade comes out from Peck, but Airglow not able to answer, so it goes in the T's favor. Now Blind entering up mid onto Swerve, and now with a 4v3, again, T's favored here. Let's see what they want to do. Looks like another A split potentially coming in. Sprite and their partner on B having to come the long way through a smoke out mid, and T's have full site control.
You know, T's are doing a great job of grouping up and hitting a site, right? Sometimes they'll leave one for the lurk, and Mist has bought on every single one of those bait lurk
Ooh,
sites.
Feller coming, killing Sparks, and Dova is up close. Looks like he's got his pistol out, and
No, that's no pistol.
that's a
going
Zeus,
for
and
the
this is
Zeus.
prime recruit gameplay right here. It gets traded out by Sprite, but Blind and Peck are on it, able to make up for his antics, and that'll be a 9-3 half for DRG.
Absolutely amazing performance out of Dova and Peck, right?
That was
Dropping
great, but he
13
must really be
16
feeling
kills.
himself to go for that. I mean, that round is still technically losable there, but he's got his teammates to back him up.
Yeah, that is definitely an offer that has been going off all half and knows that it's the last round.
Absolutely. So if they get pistol round here, that very well could seal the deal. But it could also be the way for Mist to get back in this game. You know, just a little pistol into a second round. Suddenly it's 9-5. Get gun rounds going. Maybe they win that. You know, it can easily spiral here. So let's see what Mist has cooked up on their pistol.
Yeah, we've definitely seen
Hey, it looks like
comebacks
they're
like this happen.
opting for a similar strat to DRG. Got 4 in towards B main, 1 holding the push for mid.
It's
Util
all going to be on Peck here in just a minute.
starting to rain down. Oh my goodness, and
We'll
Peck
find
able
one
to get
for
the
the
open
smoke.
onto Deza, but Swerve kills Renegade. Dova working his way through D-Box with his partner there, able to get the flashbang off. They need to swing off of that. Blind kills one. Dova able to trade out Feller there, and now you've got a 2v2 still, and CTs will have to defuse, so time is ticking. Are
Swerve
they
is in
aware
the
of where
strong spot.
Sparks is? They are now, but it's going to be tough to flush him out of there, and one of them is going to have to get on the bomb. Oh, this is very tough. They're so split. Yeah, I don't think they have the time now.
No kit
think
purchase
there's a
this
kit.
round. The stick is on. The swing doesn't happen. Swerve
Oh,
will
he
find the kill. Ooh, that.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
you'll
that-
take that as tease, but that was not a pretty round for anyone in that entire
That was
10-person side.
definitely a nail biter there. You know, he's got him sticking the bomb. He can't find the shots to quite line up. He's in the 1v2. And, you know, it all comes down to just milliseconds. Able to get the last shot off right before he defuses if he still had time. And then able to somehow use his, like, last bullet to kill the second guy right before the bomb explodes. Able to take out 2, so everybody dies on that round. But, yeah, like you said, very messy.
Yeah, I think a pretty appropriate tack timeout from DRG off that one. That's
Yeah.
disappointing on all fronts, and you walk away with no win. That's why a lot of teams, you see, will try to find money in their CT economy for a kit just to try to make those sticks a lot more reasonable.
Yeah, I think on especially a pistol round, you could have somebody just sacrifice armor, buy a kit, and maybe some upgraded pistols. Definitely
You might get some
not.
pistol, might get some util.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like we got Swerve with the AK here, and then everybody else is on some form of an SMG. And let's see what the CTs are up to.
Both
Looks like they're
teams opting for this
CTs through
canals
water.
kind of crunch.
yeah
but
doing
seeing
some
a
weird
very,
canals crunch with a mid push.
very similar setup to their pistol round again, right? They tried to stack it was 2B 3 mid last time. Now we had the 3B 2 mid. Interesting setup. Sparks in a very forward position with a lot of
Wow.
bullets.
That
Not sure
PP.
what Peck was looking at there. He turned around backwards.
Those bullets will find a home. Deza will find another one. And here we go. Let's see how much Mist can run here.
Airflow able to take out Dova and finds Feller, and that is a mostly clean round. Get the AK back from Swerve, and that's a lot cleaner than the first go round.
I mean, SMGs and a couple rifles versus pistols should go a lot cleaner. Yeah, it's unfortunate that Swerve couldn't find more and ends up dying, but overall, that's some pretty good numbers. Deza showing off with 266 util damage. That's the way to be on top of the leaderboard nowadays. That's almost the entire reason why he is over Sprite.
Let's see what happens on this first gun round. You got 3 CTs on an MP9 with only 2 of the rifles coming out here, so they're going to have to figure out some way to make those effective. Get up close, take close range fights. And Swerve able to pick off Renegade there, but takes a lot of damage for it. And we got Dova in mid getting a spray down on St. Sparks. And Peck catches Swerve with the util in his hand. Oh no, it's tragic. And that's Deza there taking out Blind on A main, so right back to a 3v3. Let's see where the T's want to end. They're very split right now.
You know, very recruit, swing with the util out, get picked.
Dova looking for a pick here. Able to find it onto Deza. Just maybe Deza not quite ready for that aggressive swing out of Dova. It was a little ballsy, but now 3v2 advantage CTs. Bomb
All
is
these
split.
things are working for him this map
Yeah,
so far.
definitely.
He's made a couple
Dova is
just in this
feeling
round.
himself. You can absolutely see that. Him 17 and 11 right now, absolutely. With Peck just taking this team and putting him on his back. And you've got the two T's working their way up mid. They have the option to drop down window, but let's see where they take the bomb.
I gotta say, the oddest thing I'm noticing here is Wet is throwing almost no early util. They threw a
Oh, and
couple of flashes
Feller
and
did
some
spot them out
mollies.
there.
Yeah, there was a chance there to
Oh my goodness,
see
that's
that pixel and call it.
Right,
I don't
just
think
rips his head off, but they're not aware of Dova. They're not aware that he is tucked here in heaven. He should be able to get one.
great reposition from where they came from. Gets the
and now
planter.
the bomb has to go down with 10 seconds. Whoever's in Canal's Peck needs to book it over here. Oh, Dova peeks before.
Sprite gets the first.
Oh, he
Sprite
thinks that's
doesn't know.
Sprite thinks the flash came from mid.
Oh.
Yeah, that flash came through the window, and I believe Sprite thought it came from mid, so they're looking towards cams, and what a misdirection there by Peck, because yes, Dova took that swing a little disjointed from his teammate there. Gave the opportunity for the 1v1 to go to Sprite, but yeah, I think that flash really had them baffled.
Peck's first shot doesn't find its home, gives Sprite that little glimmer of hope, and then snuffs that out with the follow-up shots out of the Galil there.
Yeah, absolutely, but that is Olms taking the gun round with the 3 MP9s. Like I said, they were able to get some fantastic trades there, and that is them back in the driver's seat now against the Tech 9 rush of the T side. Let's see if they opt for maybe a B push. Looks like they're heading more for a default.
Rush. This is 3 AKs on Mist right here. Sparks, Deza, Airglow, all opting for a near full buy.
Only a couple
But the Tech 9 will find 2 out of Sprite!
Sprite just runs it down mid and is able to get 2 head taps clean, and now Blind fighting for their life. Deza able to kill Blind. Peck and Renegade finally on a save here.
Oh, Sprite finds 3 with the Tech 9, reminding everyone why she was in Prospect. Showing that she's gonna go there again, that's for sure.
Maybe they don't need rifles, you know? Maybe the Tech 9's good enough, because Sprite is a monster with that thing. 3 kills there.
3 head taps, too.
Yeah, what an entry there. Definitely taking out the 2 bodies up mid, able to claim a 3rd. Now Renegade tucked in a corner, hoping to hold on to this M4 and T-spawn. Let's see if the T's get antsy and start to hunt here.
Let's be honest, this is also a huge round with how low the T's money was, and 5 alive so far right here.
Oh, he looks like Sparks might have a look here.
We're gonna get a fight.
Oh,
he's ready for the free
Sparks
fire.
finds the head. That was at least 4 headshots that round for the T's, if not all 5.
Yeah, so
that is a huge round. Money wiped out for the CTs. This should be an easy 7th for Mist, assuming we don't see another magical pistol round out of DRG.
We might have a game on our hands here. Yeah, Mist is not out of it yet with those incredible kills by the Tech 9 from Sprite. Yeah, now just looks like a full save here from DRG.
Okay, but actually seeing some early util out of Mist, they're not just going to opt to dry swing everything or throw 1 flash and a molly. Great pick by Sprite to open B site. Going to be a fast rotate out of these DRG boys.
Sprite, though, didn't get the reload off, still entering site with 5 bullets, but Airglow able to claim Peck, and Dova running around with the unsilenced USB, able to take out Airglow, but that is all they've got going for him so far.
You know, change my mind. The unsilenced USP has found more kills than the silenced USP. Letting it bark for the win?
You know, it definitely strikes fear in the heart of your opponents.
Sparks doesn't take any of the shots on the jiggle and will get domed for his troubles.
Yeah, unfortunately, just the USB, only able to do about 50. Let's see if he can land one more of those magical dinks.
Sparks finally choosing that fight is not worth it.
Yeah, Deza jiggling the gun out of Ebox, so nothing here for Feller. Just his USP.
Feller will choose to hold on to a USP and nothing else. Interesting not to try to chase down or get one of the missed players to come back and die to bomb.
Definitely. Now we've got 10-7. DRG still in the lead, and another gun round in our favor. Starting up here, let's see if they can answer back strong.
Blind only opting for an MP9 here could leave his site a little vulnerable to a hit here. We'll see how they stack up. Super passive in mid. Very interesting to see both of these teams playing much further back in mid. At least middle of the round, but this is an early round out of DRG. Just not even worried about house.
B players fully not opting to get any info out of E-Box either. Both playing site, playing passive mid, so they technically really have no info here, but the T's are gonna... Looks like they're launching straight into a B exec, so that's gonna kind of give it away, but let's see, you know, how the
Misses the molly.
Jamming through the smoke with that unsilenced M4, also not really what you want to see, unfortunately. Gonna give the tracers away, dies back through the smoke spam. Renegade unfortunately catches one from St. Sparks there, pulling out of smoke, and now this probably should be a save for DRG, but they're running headfirst in, willingly trying to give all the guns back over.
Wet's money is bad next round anyways, so saving, you know, that MP9 a lot less interesting than saving an M4 of any kind.
Yeah, at this point, it's not going to help them that much, unfortunately. They did have a chance when it was 3v5 to still walk away with a couple of rifles, but they just opted to keep pushing in. And
Sparks is looking for another one.
yeah, Sparks.
Can he find it?
Catch it?
He will! Just before the end of the round.
And with
Sparks with 2 after time kills now.
Yeah, living on 2 HP there. That is not even a singular kill there for the full gun round out of Olms. So this is getting kind of dicey.
And I don't know how y'all feel, but this is DRG playing CT the way everyone expects you to play CT. Extra passive, holding sights, not taking any little bit of aggression, not doing anything to change up the pace of this game. They are just sitting back and waiting. No A main look, no heavy mid look, no even flashes out of B main to look at anything. Yeah, you got a little unlucky with Pex Molly missing, you know, that B main rush, but this is how Wet's just going to walk over every team if they just sit back and wait.
Yeah, I would argue that is kind of also how Wet played their CT side, but yeah, they do need to see if they can find some hints of aggression here, find some kind of something they can do together, double peek something, find some info early, not just fully sit back mid and be gain no info, because then they're just going to let 5 Ts walk right into them.
I totally agree with you about Wet. That was not how they beat us on Anubis. They took their fights, they took their aggression. Even when we punished Sparks and E-Box, they found other places to get picks and to get some space against us. They need to keep doing that on both sides.
Ooh, and looks like Feller opening up with one on the St. Sparks, but Sprite will trade him back here on the full eco, and it looks like Tech with a
that gets another
P250 headshot on the swerve from scoreboard says blind. Flash coming in, team flashing Sprite, unfortunately, with a double, and it looks like Sprite will finish it off onto Peck. Yeah, I'm not sure there for the CTs. Looks like they were kind of on a default, even though it was like a full eco, so didn't opt to do anything aggressive, no 5 rush, no full stack. They just played default on upgraded pistols.
Dova may have come to play in that first half, still holding on to a 19-16 scoreline, but Sprite has shown that she's not going to be shown up by anyone on this server, rocking a 23 and 11 KD right now with a 129 ADR, leading the server in kills and ADR. That's
Absolutely.
a way to show them how to play it.
And now Dova busting out the op 10-9 here. This is a critical round for Olms. They need to get this one to get the momentum back in their favor. So let's see. It could all hinge on Dova. If he can get an opening pick, maybe they can do something aggressive like we've mentioned before. They can't just sit back and, not take any fights, claim any space. They have to, play, show presence, and be here to answer the T's where they want to go.
Getting a
So I
late buy out of Feller here, just one more thing before you jump in here, Rye. That might not disrupt their movement time, but something to think about if they're struggling that much to buy. What do you got, Rye?
Yeah. Well, what DRG's seen on the CT side, at least the last few rounds, is uh, not a lot of info and then a big T
Oh, and
pop.
and look,
I was
we've
gonna
got
say
Peck doing
this
exactly
is
what I.
the time to add some aggression and get some info. They do get that opening pick, but traded out.
No support mid.
Yeah, T is running through mid. There is
Oh,
a
and Dova
lurker
hears
on
them
the
coming
T
through
side.
cam, so they are aware here. But yeah, that was a nice opening aggression there by Peck. Gets one and Dink sinks Sparks, but he did that all on his own. He had no support from anybody really.
Two
And now
CTs into main, getting the opening kill.
Blind will
Sparks give up
trade
a bad
back onto
timing.
St. Sparks, so now we got a 4v3 retake coming in. And Dova able to claim Swerve and Storage. Feller and Blind taking out Airglow there together, and Sprite now lurking through the cam smoke with a 1v4 to find. Finds one onto Blind, and Dova will shut it down with his op, and that is Dova answering back there for this round. 2 kills out of him, the opener out of Peck. That's exactly what we need to see out of DRG.
That is a hugely important round. Rye, since we got a little bit of time now, what else were you still thinking about?
Well, in that round, Sprite was a B alert, so the T's were throwing a little bit of a different look. I don't know if the plan was to have the lurk make a little noise and kind of draw a bit of rotate, but what ended up happening was with the path through mid ending up at A, Sprite was kind of out of position to really help with the post plant there.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely. And then the
yeah, it
site
ended
hit
up
just
in the
kind of
1v.
crumbled, and they're coming limping through that cam smoke with a 1v4 to find. Not great timing there, but look, Feller, 2 openers on the entry 5-man T push into A, and it's already a 4v3 CT favor. Swerve answers back though, gets it to a 3v3. Let's see how this is going to progress.
Peck pushes through.
Peck pushes through, gets a lot of damage. Renegade takes 1, and now Dova has to do a 1v2 with the op. They don't know where he is, but this could still be tough to find. He hears one running out A main. Now
He
he has
needs
to
to clear Airglow
meticulously
here.
clear the site. He looks like he might be opting to save. That's
I gotta
unfortunate because
say
I
that
think this was doable for him, but yeah, not quite feeling the confidence. I don't think I see a kit on him. He might have been able to snag one on site, but yeah, holding onto that op will be massive.
the donk slide worked for that nice entry fighting against Tarp, and then the spray absolutely fails for Peck there, unable to find the refrag follow up. Dova probably doesn't get the comm that Airglow that one of them is going to be low and doesn't want to risk the op. Money is still tight for the CTs here, and
Yeah,
if you
but I
give
think
up that op, you give up 11 and a complete tie.
yeah, with that save there, they are able to fully rebuy here. And Dova, yeah, being generous to Feller, they're able to drop him so Feller can grab all the util he needs, and this will be a full buy again for Olms. They might not be
Feller
expecting that, even
does
just off of the one person saving the op. They might not expect the full rebuy here. Might be expecting some MP9, so let's see how they handle this.
Feller does not end up with the M4. That would need to be dropped for someone else. Feller opts for full util and an MP9. Renegade opts for an A1S, but no util. So
Okay, yeah, because it looks like Peck may be refunded. He's on 2,800. But we'll see. Looks
might
like
have had
the
some
CTs.
miscommunication.
Ooh, flashing out of A main. Let's see if they go for the fight here. And that is Feller on the MP9 taking out Adeza. He's fully just not ready for that fight right there. I think he was ready for the close swing, and then he got the fight from further back.
Right, he's engaging coming out main.
That smoked perfectly for that.
Oh my
Molly
goodness,
and
and Renegade catches Sprite throwing a flash into E-Box. Oh, this is a disaster for the T's. St. Sparks
Swerve
maybe
dances
saving the
away
day.
from that
Dova answers
gunfight
back
there.
with the op. They have this guy trapped on site in default Swerve, and right underneath him, Peck starts going for the defuse. That's a little disrespectful, but Dova looks like was able to take out Swerve there.
At
So
1v4.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying 1v4 was a tough ask out of Swerve.
It
especially
was, but
when
he started the
everyone's
defuse while
staring
he's
him at
still
him,
alive. That was a little disrespectful.
making him walk out
DRG
the middle. Go right.
DRG mixed up their CT look there. They did not have anybody playing mid. They
Absolutely.
opted to go 3 on the B site with 1 in E box there.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you look, the 2 rounds they found success, like big success, is when they mixed in that aggression. They had Peck going for that entry onto T steps. They had, the double swing out of A main this round, and that's a great look out of them. And hopefully they can keep it up here because Mist with their timeout and their full buy here. This could be the last round here. Let's see if Olms can close it out.
I think we need some slightly updated graphics. This only being map point and not the full match in our best of 3. But this is an important play. Even with this being consecutive wins, this will be a tough rebuy if Mist does come through with this win. Not great money for CSC.
Oh, and Dova staring down the barrel of right back into Swerve scope, and
Oh, Peck
missed the shot.
Peck will take a
again.
lot of damage out of Sprite and find the kill with that aggro out of B play. See? Get a
Oh, able
little
to get away
aggro
from
on
Airglow's
CTs.
trade.
There we go.
Find some success.
That's huge. Again, CT aggression, getting the opening pick. This is fantastic out of DRG. Exactly what you want to see. Now let's see how the T's respond. Looks like they're grouping into canals. Let's see what they want to hit.
Trading a little bit of util in heaven. Again,
Oh,
no
that
mid
nade is
presence.
gonna- oh my
Finally
goodness.
seeing
Well, that nade would have chunked him for 50 if Dova didn't just blow his head off, and now 5v3. This is not looking good for the T's.
Ergo lurking mid, but does have a buddy there. Feller seems to be sniffing it out. Might not get anything here.
So they are aware of Deza in A main. I don't know if they're aware of this lurk. He's been looking for it, but Airglow may be able
The
to
smoke is perfect.
fancy feed his way out of this one, making no noise. But he's still looking for it. But now the attention's been turned towards A main. And Deza gets
will
the
find
entry.
Feller.
Fine, mollies himself off.
Airglow will find the second out of Temple. They didn't know about the lurk.
Oh, but Dova able to be ready for Airglow there. And blind.
Oh, blind spray doesn't find anything. He keeps wildly spraying down to 16. Has enough to find the kill. Your teammates in sewer. You got 1A main. Finds the head as he peeks over the
back
top.
into it, and Peck with the kill onto Sparks, and that will be DRG taking map 1. What a beautiful retake there. You had Dova coming from Temple, getting the trade onto Airglow, and then finding that player that walked back into, I think it was blind, walking back, and then A main taking the trade. Just nothing there from the T's, no cohesion, no trades. They all just kind of lost little 1v1s there with the 3 of them all fighting their own fight, and DRG takes map 1 13-10.
Story has to be Dova and Peck dropping 23 and 26, I believe, in kills that match, where your next best teammate dropping 15 and 2 other teammates dropping single-digit kills. So you just watched the biggest shoulders come out of Dova and Peck to carry their team across the finish line in a 13-10 almost nail-biter.
Yeah, it was definitely close there at times, but the momentum almost felt like it was with DRG for the most part, except for when it slightly swung off the flip side of the pistol. But once they got gun rounds going, they were able to, start mopping it up, close out Mist's opportunity to win the game. Had a nice eco, and just able to convincingly 13-10 with on the back of Dova just going absolutely huge with Peck there to back him up. But they might need a couple more members to chip in on a map too. What do you think?
Yeah,
Well,
that
Go ahead, Ryan.
DRGT side was just spectacular. Like getting out to that 9-3 half starting out, like did so much for confidence. You could see the way that Dova was playing that second half. Like Wet here just has to shake it off and say, we are a team that got to the finals and that we deserve to be here. We, on any given day, can take somebody's map pick off them, so they just have to go do it.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they just got off to, unfortunately, a little bit of a slow start there with DRG getting to start T side. Now they worked their way back pretty well on their own T side, but the round differential was just a little too great for them to close. But maybe if their CT side was just a little bit closer, they might have been able to have the gas to power it over the line there.
And I will say this was, at least from my observations, this was a tale of passive CT sides for both teams, which going into Ancient and Vertigo, especially Vertigo, you can't really afford to do that. You have to get some sort of info across the map. Anubis, I mean, you can do it a little bit more, especially because it's, like you don't necessarily want to gamble too often, because if you gamble too much, then you're always at a disadvantage. And I mean, CT sided Anubis is already hard enough, but both teams incredibly passive. Once DRG started firing on all cylinders and getting more aggressive, they started winning rounds, right? And that also puts Wet in an awkward spot going up into DRG's map pick of Ancient. Really quickly, just maybe going down the list in Twitch or in Discord chat here. Who do you think win in Ancient? Do you think DRG are going to now 2-0, or do you think Wet can somehow bring it back on Ancient? Right, starting with you.
So I think what's going to make the difference here is how Wet performs in their first half. If they can come out and put some rounds on them, I think that we get to the map 3. Um, but DRG has an opportunity here to make a short night for everyone. I kind of think that this being DRG's map pick, that they're going to uh, do a great job. I think that DRG pulls it away here. I think we're going to see a 2-0 series.
All right, Low. What about you?
I would have said that Mist would have been my favorite team on Anubis in this series, and they really disproved that with their I mean just lackluster CT performance. We don't know the side picks to open this, but assuming that Mist takes their stronger side to open Ancient, if they put on a performance like they were starting to do in that Anubis game, I think that Mist easily gets out to a strong lead on a map that they are still undefeated on as Ancient. And I think Mist comes back to win this when we go to map 3.
All right, Gear. What do you think? So far, we've got pretty much 1-1. What's your
I'm
prediction
not
here?
too versed on their season performance, but I do know, DRG is going to be feeling hot after that one. And you said this is their map pick, correct? Ancient?
Yep.
So yeah, they definitely have two advantages stacked up on their corner. And like you said, depending on what side they start on, if they can again run away with it at the start, it might be a quick night. So I'm giving the edge to DRG, but I do want to see Wet fight it out. I would love to see a full 3 map series.
I personally would like to as well. Looks like we already have, or no, we've got 9 players in the server. So we are waiting on just one more ancient action happening here in just a moment. If you're somehow just joining us, you happen to be just joining us, we've got the recruit finals here. DRG currently up 1 in the series. Mist looking to tie it up 1-1 on DRG's map pick of Ancient. Vertigo is our decider, which I think all of us here on the cast are sincerely hoping we get to. But we will return in just a moment. Once we get all 10 players in, we'll return with the pistol round here on Ancient. We'll be back in just a sec.
And here we are back for map 2 of our Recruit Grand Finals between Wet's Mist and DRG's Olms. We're following here DRG's on CT side, looking to go a pretty classic split here, and Mist on T coming up for a fast B rush. Got a fast smoke down, but bomb super late behind, not even up ramp yet. Sprite will find the opening kill on Eli. Feller finds the refrag back onto Deza. Bomb will start to go down. Sprite's gonna find Feller with a nice head tap. And this site is now open. Sprite with another. If she's going to keep going like this, it's going to go to map 3 real quick.
And we'll see if Peck has anything to say here from ramp. And looks like St. Spark's able to take out Peck, and Sprite again finds a 4th on Dova. That's a 4K there. So just as Dova went huge on their pistol on the Anubis, Sprite shows up and answers back.
Sprite's not going to let the MVP of finals go away. She's going to keep her foot on the gas pedal here.
Yeah, absolutely. Needs to have a great performance here, get off to a strong start, make sure it goes to map 3. That is everything for Mist right now.
Interesting. SMGs across the board with 1 shotgun out of Sprite. Where do you think he ends up with this one?
Good question, but it looks like they found all of the CTs here in mid. One of them tucking into Donut. It looks like they just take the shotgun out there. No refrag coming in there, and Sprite able to get a double while Dova fighting St. Sparks on A.
Sprite finds a triple! Sprite making that shoddy money.
By the PP Bison. Yeah, actually, interestingly enough, though, the XM got the nerf a little while ago back to just 600. So, same as SMG money, but still better than rifle money.
Better, twice the cost of your Mac 10s, but Sprite gas
the extra disrespect.
Galore, 337 ADR on 7 kills. Woo! Where does his shotgun go? Oh, shotgun's gone. Never mind.
Shotgun is gone. They'll have the PP Bison here for Sparks, and oh my goodness, taking lots of util damage.
Renegade double.
Renegade says, we're stopping this BS right here, right now. Here's an M4 to the face.
They try to take the push out mid fast, and they catch a lot of util to the face, and Renegade able to get the double spray down on the half-health players. Peck, though, trying to take out Sparks. Jag splits his attention, though, to bottom ramp, and Sparks able to walk away with that one. Ooh, Eli there takes out Swerve, but Deza with the instant trade. Now we've got a 2v3. Sparks, his position should be known over towards Jag with the AK. And Deza here on site has a tough find here against 3. Does manage to get the bomb down. And Sparks waits out Dova patiently. Now the 2v2 coming in. But Deza was spammed down very low, and they do know where Sparks is, so this still is tough. And that Molly will force Deza to walk out into the open there, and Feller able to get Sparks as well, and that is clean retake, so Olms on the board.
Who threw the Molly? I didn't. Did it come from short? For a second.
It was from long. It was from long.
Okay. It looked like it came out of cave, and I got real confused as to why he would Molly himself off like that. Just seemed to be asking for trouble. I will say, Deza did all the work there outside of that late pick onto Dova at jump up. Just because getting the bomb down, getting into cave, making that space to get onto site, just too low of health on both players to really get that fight
unfortunate for them not able to pick it up, but they did make it close, managed to get bomb down even after that horrific entry into mid. And look, they're doing it again, full of rushing out mid, straight into util. That swerved down to a volley from Peck, and Deza almost dead as well.
Double nade Molly, that'll get you every time if you don't smoke
it.
it.
Looks like they are unprepared for this util out of DRG. DRG knows their stuff. Oh,
Nova trying to hold A on an MP5. Bit of an odd choice.
A little bit of odd buy there, but maybe trying to farm up cash for his mom.
I can think of better guns to buy than that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Some people may be partial to the silencer for some reason. Not sure. It's just a little extra expensive, but
doesn't have the range to hold up to it. Doesn't have the fire rate to hold up to it. Just an odd choice.
Absolutely, but Airglow looks like he just snagged one up. Oh my god, lots of spam going back and forth. Renegade and Feller claim 2, so does Sparks and Sprite. Sprite with a second. Don't know if they know about Eli here, and Eli takes out Sprite, but doesn't look like he has the time for the bomb. He's frantically panicking about Deza. And Deza able to take him out calmly from A main. Might die to bomb. And he
Definitely.
does, so that's a team wipe there. 5 deaths on each side, but DRG coming out for worse of it, having to fully rebuy on CT, taking the loss of the round, and that's missed up 3-1.
I think Eli could have made it out of there. He seemed to second guess himself on whether or not he should turn around and stay. And Dez is going to say, "I'll take my $300 and pad my stats a little bit with that kill."
We've got a CT pistol buy here. So up against the right.
Still the same util, still sending it out mid into the meat grinder, maybe not expecting the util on a weird buy, but Eli able to take out Swerve on the entry.
Doesn't find the gun, though. Runs away with just the 5-7 and the kill.
I think he was getting pressured from bottom ramp and wants to stay alive. 5v4 man advantage for CTs now in this upgraded pistol buy. Oh, and Dova able to claim Sprite from Donut with a nice headshot. They were already low from that util, remember, from rushing out mid, so it doesn't take much. And now that's 5v3. Still not able to get to the gun, though, so T-Sides has that going for them.
I doubt Mist will just stay here defending these guns here. I mean, better than letting the CTs have them, but trying to push for this round win is going to be critical here to keep
and
the
look, we see a
pressure on here.
stack here on B. Oh, it looked like they were stacked for a second, but 2 towards cave. We got 1 rotating in from Red Room, and Feller traps St. Sparks, but Deza able to trade. Now we've got a 4-2. Oh, and that's Deza and Airglow finding 1, but Peck able to take Airglow on the missed spray. Now you got Deza in the 1v2 instantly headshot down by Renegade. And what a round from Olms there to come back on the upgraded pistol buy. Just taking lots of 1v1s, lots of individual opening picks. T-side a little disjointed there.
Really just not clearing any angle at all there. They just walked onto site thinking everything was fine. They walked up mid. They're peeking into Donut thinking, oh, nobody's going to swing me. And then they just stare down the barrel of a gun and a bullet to the head.
Absolutely. I think they sort of made the mistake of splitting up and doing a default against like an eco. So if you can confirm they're not full rushing you at the start of the round, you probably just want to stick together there, but they all split, go their separate ways, and they lose their 1v1s, and that lets DRG come back into it. But my god, they are demons with these Tech 9s, and that is Adeza and Swerve getting entries onto B, and Swerve finding Peck as well. So just as quickly as it came last round, it's gonna go the other way. Missed getting bombed down. Dova definitely wants to hold on to that op.
You know, is that considered like an exit entry on Swerve there? Just walking out of Jag, getting the headshot, and then just moving along?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what you would call that, but that is going to be a missed round win. No, we can call it that.
I mean, Rye, how do you think that DRG really brings themselves back into this? Yes, it's only going to be 4-2, but I think Mist has looked really in control most rounds here.
Right. Every rifle round that we have had has been Mist kind of dominating them.
Dova running away for his life. See if he can get out.
Oh, Jackson finds one!
Oh my god, all the action there at the end. Dova manages to hold on to the op with barely any HP, but unfortunately his teammate bites the dust and they lose a rifle out of that. But yeah, as you were saying,
the timeout. You know, they had a great round with the hero op on Anubis. Maybe they can work some magic here. I don't know.
Yeah, and we did just see them win basically a full eco, so they are no stranger to pulling a rabbit out of a hat, but let's see what they've got up their sleeve this time.
We're seeing instant Red Room smoke out of Mist, and it's really going to be about where this op goes. Dova has played a couple of times on A site here, and yes, that can be a real strong off angle, but at 1-1-5, 27 ADR, he's not doing anything like what he was doing in this first map. They're either going to need to move him around or find him some free kills here, because gotta get him.
This is the first time he's had a gun, unfortunately, just due to the way the economy's worked out, but let's see if he's able to put it to use now.
Kind of failed to pop, unable to see anything out mid.
Oh,
Peck's gonna get picked after getting one.
Yeah, 1-for-1 there in A-Main with St. Sparks, and Renegade looking for something into Donut, but able to be taken out by Sprite. Now Dova and Temple with the off, looking for one on the big box. Not expecting
Both full blind.
Holding the util.
Oh,
Knife him. Both of you knife each other. You guys deserve it. You walked into each other blind. Knife fight.
that was definitely a little questionable there. Now it looks like Feller might be trying to get out with this op. As Eli sticking around with the MP9, seeing what he can grab, maybe an exit or two. No kit, so it's going to make this probably impossible. Yeah. Who is that on site? Not looking the right way. Sprite. Completely unready for Eli. Airglow just making sure he's not sticking in the smoke. I don't think they were able to hear whether he tapped it or not, so they're sticking around a little long. Able to get out though.
I think Airglow heard the tap. He got the kill and just wanted to do the follow-up to make sure that Feller wasn't also hiding.
Yeah, because he didn't know that there weren't two there, and he got the kill on the non-diffuser.
Yeah, but that was a little awkward there. Sprite looking the complete wrong way as he rushes out of Temple and catching a couple on the side of the head there, but it just makes it a little interesting. Still, with no kit, not able to win that, but taking some extra guns away is always good.
Is that the second most recruit round? Walking out with a smoke onto a player who's absolutely not looking at you into a failed spray with a pistol one tap into a bomb tap? I mean, that was like the most chaotic couple of seconds to witness in this map.
I think if there was an award show, that would have to be nominated for a top recruit play, for sure. But yes,
again,
Dova here
getting
with the
smoked
op.
off.
Only
Yeah.
one on his team with any sort of real weapon, but Peck likes to get aggressive early, has found several entries, and now Renegade from Donut, able to find a Desert, not clearing out the back of Donut, and oh my gosh, Eli able to take out Sprite. This pistol rounds are just working for these teams. They're both demons on upgraded pistols for some reason.
Part of the only one alive on the T side.
And now
trying to
Swerve
save an
catches
AK.
one from
Does
Peck.
not.
Yeah, and that is going to be CT scooping up all the extra guns there. No need to buy anything. 5 alive on an eco with only Dova saving an off. What a round.
You can really sum this up in that round specifically in a couple of words, and it's 1v1s. That was 3, I believe, initial 1v1s where players with rifles were soloing against pistols, whether they were intentionally or unintentionally. And that's how you lose guns, and that's how you lose rounds.
Absolutely,
If they had been buddied up, they would have at least traded the pistol.
And now we've got the B rush coming out here, but Eli able to grab the opener. Dova legs St. Sparks for 90. Swerve trading onto Eli, and Dova's nade will find Sparks. The Sprite answers back onto Feller. We've got all the action coming down all at once. Bomb goes down now, 3v3. Let's see how this shapes up from here out.
We're gonna go into
Sprite holding Jade, but Renegade ready for it. Airglow not ready for Renegade either, as Swerve trying to hold off all 3, but Peck able to claim him from onto bottom ramp, and that is another successful retake for Olms.
So I haven't felt like on the DRG side, like they have had momentum. Like they have gotten round wins, but it's been sporadic. But all of a sudden, they're only down 4-5, and we're going to see a save out of the wet side.
Correct.
They're going to even it up.
I think we all know technically coming up across the board on this one, no doubt.
You're definitely right about the momentum point. It's been mostly neck and neck, but it feels like Mist always kind of just slightly ahead, has the T-side money going for them. Olms only able to string a couple of these eco wins, but now they've got full guns against pistols. Let's see if they can hold on to this anti-eco. That would definitely tip this in their favor.
And on the wet side, you have to feel good about coming into the DRG map pick, off the loss on Anubis, and hey, it doesn't feel good, but they're ahead.
And if a good pistol round comes out here, you sort of hurt the economy of the CPs. You got at least 2 people who are going to struggle to buy. you could make a game out of this still.
Ooh, and it looks like with the early mid
Sparks will find Peck
Sparks.
again. Pistols beating rifles. Stop buying AKs. Buy Tech 9s only. Tech 957. Rest of the map.
I'm saying both of these teams are both demons on upgraded pistols. So able to claim Renegade, but Feller able to get the double spray down trade back. Now
Bomb is
3v3,
down
but
on
Bomb's
A.
down on A.
Double spray down doesn't matter if 3 people take A site, get bombed down, and are in post plants looking to trade.
They do have 2 kits here, so this is definitely doable, but they're gonna have to find some kind of opener here. They've got all three, stacked into A main. And let's see. Feller does have a smoke for bomb. Possible to just go for a ninja here, but none of them are making a move here. They need to hurry up. Time is ticking.
Already a quarter time left.
Yeah, there goes the smoke for the ninja. And let's see if anybody gets on it. Eli able to take out 2 and swerve. Oh my goodness, Feller able to kill
Are they on
Swerve.
it? They're not on it. Oh, okay, no, they're on
They
it.
were definitely on it, and yeah, just before it blows up, DRG. What a retake.
Give them
Tech
How many
9's
times have I said that?
Yeah, Tech 9's able to do the easy job of taking the site, but 3 Tech 9s in post plant, that is a big ask, and did not quite hold off DRG from getting their 5th round tying us up at 5-5.
I know money is good for the CTs, but you gotta know AKs are coming back. We see full head armor across the board. That extra 350, not one of those.
Oh my goodness. And early action again, mid Peck and Renegade trading out onto Sprite and Sparks. Sparks was able to claim 1, but that is advantage CTs, but now right back to this even. Adeza able to take out Eli and Cave. And Renegade almost on 1 HP. This is looking good for the T's. Heading over towards B with the bomb. And only Dova here at this moment. One's in Donut,
Renegade's
one's
on
coming
the
over.
way.
That Molly bouncing back, not going to have the intended effect. Doubles up from the Cave Molly, triples up. Really want to make sure Dova can't take a pick here.
Dova will call out that bomb is down.
Feller coming through mid. I know you get up into Jaguar. Nope, heading towards main.
Oh, Dova sees the
Dova
barrel.
should have caught the barrel.
But
He
Cave
knows
might be
someone's
ready
there.
to swing here. They need to start moving. Airglow able to claim Feller, but Renegade trades back onto Airglow. Now they have 2
Yeah,
stuck
they have
in
to know it's Cave.
2 stuck in
'cause they
Cave,
went
but it
through
is
main.
planted for him. Dova has to be ready for this, and he's not. Oh, he gets
Oh,
off.
you saw him get off! But it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Time is gonna run out, and that will be the explosion. That'll be 6.
Oh,
Or
he didn't
missed,
know he
making
was on
this-
it because the angle he was on, he couldn't see the wires from Cave, so he was not actually making the move to come run out there and kill him, but he gets off of it. And unfortunately, that gives the round over to Mist.
I actually think he was. I think he would have been able to catch that the wires were there on that,
Yeah.
that like last
I think
pixel.
so.
But it works out either way for Mist in that instance. And this is going to be an interesting round with actual rifles on both sides due to that Mist win. If this goes 7-5, this definitely gives Mist good momentum. They pick up this and pistol next half.
We are
Absolutely.
getting
Now
those
they
T's moving quick into A.
looks like they've
Feller.
learned to stop running into the util out mid, but taking a quick A pick, Adeza on the Feller at Big Box, and now Renegade here all alone trying to be a
Great
hero.
flash!
Backs up into
All the
Donut.
blind
Let's see if he... Oh, Dova and Peck able to take down some more kills as the bomb going down onto Adeza and Swerve, and now this is a 4v2 retake. Bright playing up close, able to get mollied. Oh, but the molly put out by the smoke for Donut. It's complete chaos right now in this retake.
Yeah, as soon as these smokes go away, all hell's gonna break loose on the A side.
Yeah, so Sprite stuck in back sight. Claims 2, but
It's a
Renegade.
couple.
We don't know where
Dova
Airglow is.
finds the one! Finds the spray down, and Airglow will clutch the round in a 2v1! Oh,
Wow, what a spray
the
from
smoke
Airglow. They're
push.
able to find both as they maybe started diffusing a little prematurely. Could have tapped it and tried to see where he was at, but they both went looking for him out the side of the smoke, and he's able to perfectly play the edge of that smoke, get the double spray down. And that's Mist now, up 7-5, going into CT side.
7-5 is huge. Pistol can go both ways. I do believe, actually, if we can get our tab back up, I do believe the CT's defused in first pistol round. No, okay. That was the other half. No, wait. No, yeah. I'm trying to read this. Yes, CT's won the first one because now we've swapped sides. Is that how I'm reading this, or am I reading it backwards?
No, not on pistol. T's got 5 kills.
Yes, Mist is now. Oh, yes. Sprite had that 4K. Okay. I was thinking the other map.
No big deal, but Sprite taking a lot of damage here off of the initial, and Peck able to find airport, walking through the smoke. St. Sparks, though, answers back on the Eli from Cave with the dualies. And you've got T-side looking to make their way up towards B, splitting through Cave and Ramp. Unsure of what lays on the other side of that smoke, though. And St. Sparks catches one to the dome. Not quite enough with the Glock, though, and Peck able to get another entry. Deza taking fire, Feller and Renegade able to answer. Now it's all on Swerve, 1v4. What can he do? Catch a bullet through the smoke from Dova, and that is DRG answering back pistol.
Yeah, 3 kills in quick succession to just claim site and give no chance for the retake there. That is a great opening for DRG. Should be an easy tie up here in the 14th.
And a quick chat update. Still DRG favored.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, they are currently down by 1, but hopefully, as long as they can stave off an anti-eco here, this should be tying it up here. Looks like we've got the CTs rushing to split from A, 2 into Donut, so they're fully stacking towards the A site, and T's mostly avoiding this. So let's see where the bomb ends up at the end of the day.
I mean, T's are doing a good job of trying to avoid catching any quick util. Let's see how long it takes them to figure out that B is unprotected and free for some real estate planting. I mean, looks like the CTs are getting a little antsy. I see Sparks thinking about looking into mid, but will think better of it and back up. Peck just not wanting to get caught out on any pistols, doesn't want to give up a gun, doesn't want to give up any intel, but we'll finally see some util going down by DRG, looking to take site. It is completely free for you guys. You can plant whenever you want. There we go. Now we're going to move this round.
Renegade pushing his head into A-site, catches the crossfire there. And now they've figured out the jig is up. Yeah, everybody over onto A. Let's see if they are going in for this retake.
Are they going to clear?
Heck is great.
They do.
This could be really awkward now, giving up over another gun, and now they've really got to play this a little bit more conservative here.
Dova will back off as opposed to standing and taking the fight. Goes to long, will find
Very
Sprite
smart
there.
by Dova, able to claim 2, but one traded back over onto Dova. Feller from ramp, able to get one. No time now with no kit, and sprayed on by Eli and Feller.
Feller will
Feller don't
trade
die to bomb.
Eli's own kill back and dies to bomb. Wow.
Feller killing everybody.
A little bit of the butt of the joke there, taking out his teammate and dying to bomb afterwards.
DRG does claim the round, tie it up at the end of the day, but that is an expensive round. All off the back of one of them wandering into A, giving over a MAC-10, one of them holding Red Room against the full rotate coming in. And that
We are
ends up
seeing
being...
an op on this T side on a full B rush. This op is going to struggle to entry, so it's basically going to only be 4 entering up. All right, they are going to slow up and let Dova hold long here. We're seeing some aggression into Jag, Sparks, and Renegade. Renegade doesn't know. Spark doesn't know. This is all going to come up to this timing when the smoke fades.
Oh, Eli,
and if
fully
Sparks
out on the
gets
site now, though.
interested in going back to site, he's not going to. Renegade's going to get more interested. He's going to...
He sees him go past. He saw his head go past, but he didn't.
Oh,
and Renegade.
no.
Oh, he wasn't aware.
Either wasn't aware or was really greedy with trigger
The
discipline.
trade's coming back.
The op won't find anyone. Swerve is going to swing from jump up box, and that round. I thought Sparks was going to throw that for them, not getting the kill onto Renegade. The rest of his team said, not today. Deza with a double, Swerve with a double, and that's the way Mist comes back into this on a rifle by 2.
Wow, so that all goes downhill very fast. Bomb goes down, and almost immediately everybody dies, even though, as you said, lets Renegade go past him in the smoke, and that looked like it might have been the end of that, but the others of his team quickly answering back, killing everybody on site.
An immediate timeout on the DRG side. No money to buy back into this round here, down 7-8.
Yeah, that's going to be
I'm
a little
sorry,
bit
no money?
upsetting.
How much does one need to have 5 Tech 9s on your team to win a round against rifles?
Yeah, that's been the story of the night. Let's see if they can keep the streak alive.
A playoff magic.
I'm just saying, Perk doesn't believe, Renegade doesn't believe, but Eli, Feller, and Dova, they all understand how this game is played. Tech 9, nothing else, $500, get the head tap, free rifle. How hard is that?
Well, I think Peck has been on the P2 on the upgrades, but a little bit of util out of Renegade. Let's see where they take this. Looks like it's heading over towards B with just Feller coming out mid-solo. Looking to run down this off. And Donut, but Swerve faster on the reaction. Now Peck getting the entry on Sparks into Jag. 3 going into Jag, but slowed down by that smoke. And now Swerve getting some mid-control back. And T's opt to slow
Sprite
down. Sprite might
is
walk
gonna
into
go
this.
lurking.
Not ready. He sees Eli sees
You
the
heard
barrel.
the util.
That could have been really bad. He might
I think
full swing
Sprite
for
has
this.
an idea. Sprite's gonna go looking again, gonna poke her head in, gonna stick her neck out. Can she keep it attached? And we'll think better of those solo swings. That's the way you lose rifles. You solo swing against a Tech 9 or a 5.7.
Absolutely. Now we've kind of entered a stalemate here. All the T's grouping up around B. Not really any util to be had, so I think they're just playing the clock, trying to make them think, where could they be?
I mean, round 16, we've only really seen mid-aggression by the CTs. We're going to get
Oh my
entry onto
goodness.
site. Sprite and Deza with the crossfire. Renegade will come out for 1, and Deza will put a stop to that right now. Not seeing any team, either team I should say, really get aggressive anywhere other than mid on this map. You can see some real powerful lurks getting through A main fast or getting down B ramp fast and really just crunching the free map space that T's get on this map. Another 2-round lead opened up by Mist again. Should see a full buy out of DRG. A
Looks
late
like they
one,
are
though.
a little bit late to the party, though. No util on Dova and Feller. Actually, Feller late buys a little bit, but won't be full util here. And even a Galil for a couple of the 3 of the T's, so not
3
quite the full
Galils,
buy.
but not much in the way of head armor on the CTs, so they should be just as good this round.
Renegade
it's
does have
very
the
good.
AK, but also no head armor on him as well, so he could be vulnerable to that M4A1S head dink.
Absolutely, and now Dova making his way through A main. Peck coming over. Looks like they're setting up an A push. Eli lurking bottom ramp, making sure they're not getting fast flanked from B. And the T's looking to go into an A push here. Peck just feigning out some presence mid.
Eli gives up ramp control, though, to get a little bit of util. Let's see if Mist buys this fake again. They struggled on it on Anubis.
Oh, and Peck coming out again with another entry into mid. Onto Airglow this time. Looks for the one in Red Room and able to find it.
Had 2
That's
kills to
Sprite
open
down
up.
now. Eli taking out Deza. And Dova swinging along with him, grabbing Swerve. And this is all on Saint Sparks, but he might just want to hang on to this rifle.
Head armor being the name of the game here, like Rice said. Galil can find those head taps.
But Peck, with his walk into Red Room, just finds Sparks lurking around.
That M4 would have given them 5 rifles on the CT side. Sprite not having much money, but everyone else would have been able to buy.
Not sure what Sparks was up to there, even looking for an exit. Not really going to matter there, because, you know, he got 4 alive. They win the round, the T side that is. Another exit's not really going to hurt them that much, but losing that rifle, like you said, absolutely messes up the CT buy. And now, look, you got Sprite on only a 5.7, but hey, maybe that's the juice they need. Got another T-side rush towards B on a split. Feller looking, sees Deza trying to jump up. Might be looking to hold the line. Bends it off for now, but Sparks takes Peck down through the smoke, and now T's losing the first pick.
Spark's not going to get lurked on again, learned his lesson from Renegade, and that one kill is going to force DRG to rotate off of this. But we have seen Airglow actually get through some of that patented aggression all the way down A main. Deza will get more damage traded in. Airglow will make contact. Both Deza and Airglow lit, but they lay in good damage to Renegade and Eli.
Yeah, this is a good fast flank. Unfortunately, only with the MP9, not able to make it into a kill just yet. But we'll see if he can find anything here. Stuck around mid. T-side in an awkward position now, getting pinched from all sides.
Yeah, the map has been cut in half for the T's here.
Yeah,
This is
absolutely.
exactly
There's
what the
Sprite with an
CTs
opener
need.
onto
Why you doubt it? Why you doubt the
Sparks.
5-7? I don't know.
Sparks wildly spraying. Now it's just Dova and Renegade fighting for their lives. Dova with a Glock kill onto Airglow. But is he ready for Sparks? He is, and this got interesting now. Dova, 28 seconds, and Bomb is rushing to A, but all the CTs fully aware of this. I don't even know if they're going to have the time to
here
play
is
it.
gonna.
Oh, but
And
he's
Dova not ready for the rotate. But Renegade's still coming through A. I mean, yeah, he's got to commit with 13, but he's walking into the Lion's Den here. Oh, but Eli will find one. No time for this bomb if he just hides. If Swerve just tucks, 2 alive. Yep, Eli's going to try to run away with this AK. He's not going to get very far. Are they going to swing him?
And
Swerve will find the kill on Eli.
I don't know why he stopped there. He could have just kept going or tucked around the little pillar and donut there, but opts to stay in the little cubby and they go hunting.
Wow, we have a complete flip-flop. We had 4 alive, AKs, rifles, op on T side, and then that fully flips back to 2 alive with Eli dying after time. And had he died before time, had he saved, he'd be in great shape here, but only holding 3K across the board. Another timeout from DRG.
Yeah, that one just unfortunately gets a little messy there. You know, they were lurking it out around B, but opening pick goes over in Jag, but no trade. You know, then able to find one out mid. Dova had a couple of nice hero picks, but as he entries into A site, flipping to his knife and just takes one from CT, that honestly might have lost him the round there.
DRG actually walked into their own fake plan, missed gamble that they were going to rotate, and they got it completely
quick trade
right.
there by Swerve and Peck to open up this round. Saint Spark's gonna burn. They hear this. Bomb's going down. Dova is so ready for that, and Sprite now might want to get out of dodge with these guns again, but let's see if they're trying to go for this retake. Airglow looks to see if he can find one, finds Eli. Dova onto Sprite and Peck onto Airglow now. It's all on Deza from Cave, 1v3. They are not ready for him, but he's out of bullets. They should hear the reload go down, and Peck grabs Deza, and that is Olms with the momentum flip-flopping back to them.
I think Deza could have found one more if he had swung back to Cubby, but, you know, it's all that gamble. You just take that longer fight with an MP9. You're sort of asking to get sprayed down by a rifle there, but 10-9, is Miss gonna save here? Are we gonna see a one-loss save?
As weird as it is, and as basic as it is, these fast rushes seem to just be working out. They're getting the trades. They're going off without a hitch. It's when they slow down and try to play this lurk style, they're losing over the 1v1s and given the opportunity. But now it's a B rush down ramp for the CTs. Let's see if they can get anything.
They trade
here.
back.
Oh, and Dova with a hero triple spray, and Renegade able to take out Airglow, and that is a quick shutdown there. Nice spray there by Dova, able to keep it under control and grab 3.
Well, yeah, I guess they had enough money to make this a reasonable buy for them this round. Looks like Mist is gonna, you know, they saved there. They got at least the one, and now we're seeing almost rifles across the board, but pretty good util considering. And this is 10-all, so this round will be huge for Mist not to lose. Their economy would be trashed here.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think, Rye? You think CTs need another 5-7 out here?
Oh, who knows what's going to happen? It's been so back and forth.
Absolutely, 10-all tied up.
I do see the T's taking some space A main here. on opposite sides of the smoke from Airglow to see what happens when this goes away. But on the CT side, they've taken shelf control. So
Yeah, absolutely.
they
They've
kind
snuffed
of
this out. They
are
know
piecing
that
this
no one
together.
is out. No one's out mid. They know that no one's up B, so they probably have a pretty good idea of where they are. And Dova able to flick on
But
Airglow
Dova's
even though
way
he
too
was
good.
not ready. But Deza able to trade back Dova. Now tucks wisely back into cave, waiting for the team to show up. Heck, trying to get the bomb down. Let's see if he's able to get away. Now Renegade's a little stranded on the site. 4v4 retake. This could get awkward.
Eli's coming back in through the flank. Does he take cave?
Inside
Donut,
Molly
he
to Molly off
does.
CT puts Renegade in a weird spot. Now Eli flanking through Donut.
Sparks and Swerve will find two.
Yeah, now Peck wisely tucks back into A main, and Eli should tuck into Donut here. Eli with that fantastic nade onto Sparks. This is going to be tough 1v2 for Sprite. As long as they don't give the peek over.
Yeah,
Make
very
him
open.
tap the bomb. Oh, that AK looks like it was low on bullets? Because Eli able to claim Sparks as that AK looks like it ran out of bullets. And now, finally, decisively, Olms have the lead with CTs having to give this one as a save. If they go for this here and they don't win, that would be the game. So they should take a save here, try to get a rifle round out on 12 for Olms. What do you guys think?
5-7s across the board.
5-7s? Yeah, you know what?
You gotta stay in that default. The default has been what's worked for CTs. You run it 5 down B. Yes, if you catch one, you could easily get a trade there, and that's not too bad. But then Dova was able just to stand there at box, and they swung right into him, and he sprayed him down. That's an easy spray, especially for any of the players at this level right now. Right in finals, your aim is on point, as good as it's gonna get. And so, yep, we see at 3, 4, 5-7s across the board and 1 P250 on Sprite. I think Sprite would probably do better with that 5-7. She's hit a lot of those headshots.
Yeah, absolutely. The 5-man rush, maybe not the best. They are stacking it towards B, but I don't think they're opting for the ramp rush again. So they're doubling up the cave. They've got one on site. Airglow finding some early info out of A main. Sees a lot of T's out there, and see if this prompts an early rotate. It doesn't look like they're budging.
Yeah, Dova's going to hold here with this off such a strong angle, and as I say that, he backs out. Could have gotten punished there,
It's the
but
Kobe, though. Yeah, Airglow had a timing to peek him, but I think he saw more than one T, didn't want to give over the death, but doesn't back out even with the low HP, and Dova claims the Kobe.
yeah, I think that's the swap out, right? If you're going to swing, if you're going to take that low HP 5-7 and just make them hit the headshot.
But Eli's walking into the danger.
Swerve.
Able to flick onto Swerve, but he has no HP left, and now getting swung on by St. Sparks with nobody else up close to trade. Renegade wisely backs away, opts to give over the AK to the CTs, but I think looks like the Ts want to hit A, and Peck lurking through red, able to smoke this off, but Deza on the flip side. I don't know if Peck will be aware. Oh, Sparks goes a little early and catches Peck. Now this is a 3v2. Bomb is going down right now.
So CTs have a choice. They have 2 rifles here.
Yeah, absolutely. They could go for the hero, no kit, or they could sell the
the timing!
Deza.
Smokes are not walls, people!
And
Okay.
Dova and Feller able to shut it down. Now, as you said, with that choice they made, unfortunately, looking back, the wrong one. Now, not able to keep 2 AKs. They would have loved to have that, and not having to, fully sacrifice tons of money on 2 rifles. They could get full util, full upgraded pistols, every advantage they could have had. But now,
And that brings us to map, match, and season point for the DRG.
absolutely, everything is on the line here. Olms opting to take a small breather, maybe giving a little bit of thought to this one, seeing what they want to do.
Well,
And our
clearly,
lovely-
we are not joined by the legendary Dr. Freeman here, as we see Nexus basically calling for an A rush, but no confidence. Not going to just sit out here and just right on screen rush A. And there it is.
There
That's
you
the kind of
go.
confidence we're looking for here. There it is.
There it is.
Rush
Balls to the
A.
walls,
Still not
A-rush.
Freeman, but We'll take it. Let's see if DRG listens. And
They are looking to opt for a default.
oh yeah, not quite Nexus. I guess better luck next time.
And we've got Util
Keep your
coming
day
out down
job.
mid, 2 mollies, but Peck lurking here. See if he wants to take an early entry. Eli also crunching from shelf.
Yeah, big T shelf control early.
Yeah, opting to kind of just settle for the space they've taken, but let's see if anyone gets antsy and hands over a pick.
DRG has stayed true to form. They really don't like leaving that bomb anywhere. They love keeping it on someone throughout this entire series.
Absolutely, and we did call that out earlier, but it seems to be working for them a little bit, although I would point out it made their rotates a little bit long some of these times, so they've gotten shut down B and have to run all the way through T-spawn back to A.
So Feller making some steps in A main, throwing out a smoke. Definitely got the donut player interested in A. And now they're taking some
Oh, but they're
space
not
out in
aware of
mid.
whoever is out cubby mid. Peck is not aware of Sprite here and might just catch one to the side of
Oh,
the
but
head.
Sprite's hearing the timing. Doesn't whiff the spray. We'll find both onto Eli. Gotta trade your teammates. Don't get swung
Yeah.
on. And now this 5v3.
Oh,
Oh,
and Saint
Airglow
Sparks
hasn't
with the
been
off
cleared.
angle.
Airglow's also going to get a kill onto A main, and that is 5 alive, 4 missed. That is going to make this final round of regulation very interesting here. Still going to be a good buy on DRG, but not anywhere near as good of a round as you would have had against Miss last time. This is going to be full rifles, full util, everything.
Yeah, like I was saying, I think when they slow down, it kind of gets interesting for them. Unfortunately, it goes back to miss, and like our lovely observer pointed out, you know, an A rush might have been the answer there.
Well, you give away all your information, but I think DRG is hearing the calls.
I think they've heard you, Nexus. Let's see if they've got it. What it takes. Airglow tucked all the way in the back of Temple. Don't know if they'll be ready for this, although that angle is hard to hold with an AK. It is a lot easier with an op to get that initial pick, and now Airglow has been turned away, but Deza in Donut.
Nova's gonna go for the plant.
Flashing himself out, but Renegade is still ready
bails
for this.
him out.
And Airglow able to claim Feller with a flash assist from Deza, and now Peck looking for it, able to find Airglow, and one more in Temple. I don't know if they're ready for him to be there already, but they smoke him off, and that's an awkward look for the op. Swerve stuck behind his smoke.
Right, needs to swing, gets one, does a quick reload, doesn't know there's a second waiting. Oh, but looks for it, finds the second! This is now 3v2.
2v2 for the championship.
Peck just needs to not swing. Peck.
Oh, Swerve gets the shot! Does Eli live long enough? Does he hear the bomb? No, the bomb isn't held! He gets the spray down, he gets the double! And that's the championship for DRG on a double spray down by Eli. Oh, that is an end. A 2-0 finish for DRG. Woo!
How many clutches did we see on the DRG side today? So many from Peck, the one from Eli there to win the championship. Wow. What a game.
I mean, a 2-0 finish, you know, not quite that triple match, triple map, you know, nail biter going into the wee hours of the morning, but still an absolutely fantastic finish to that. Absolute credit to DRG and that entire squad for pulling together, staying true, never giving up there. 13-11 finish on Ancient to win the championship.
Yeah, what a match there. And like I said, slight edge to DRG going in there. It definitely was a slugfest going back and forth, but eventually, at the end of the day, able to close it out. And what a hero spray right there at the very end from Eli, able to save the bomb. It takes, rightfully, shoots the bomb diffuser first and able to get the transfer, saving the game there. And that is a beautiful 2-0 from DRG.
You could almost argue this is like the opposite of what we expected from Wet, because they've been 2-0ing all their opponents in the playoffs, and now to get 0-2'd in the grand finals is that is a mega feels bad. We'll be able to talk a little bit more about these maps in just a moment, actually with some of the winners. I believe we will be having an interview, so we'll be back in just a moment.
Welcome back to our Season 15 Recruit Championship. We have with us 4 members of the DRG squad that just won. Welcome Dova, Eli, Feller, and Peck. Renegade as well. So we got everybody.
Whole squad's here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, what's up, y'all?
We're staying blind, but yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey,
How
how's
you
it going?
feeling?
Yeah, we need to get like some credit for blind winning the first map.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
real.
make sure he gets some
True.
credit for that, please.
Yeah, can he get a trophy for real? Like, he was instrumental.
Oh wow,
GG.
trophies.
Yeah,
popping in there
we're
already.
we're talking about it.
popping up already.
Yeah, we got him.
We do
Yeah,
need to
look
update
at
the
that.
stream to DRG1. There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Oof.
You know, gotta open up here with just the standard congratulations. That was a fantastic finals out of all of you, putting together a real culmination of a fantastic season and a great dynamic playoff run.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was really interesting because as maybe you guys or maybe you folks know that Saint was actually on our team for a while, and Dova was on the other team. So we traded members essentially and met in the grand finals. So it's kind of interesting.
I
It
guess
is.
Dova
It
got
seemed
the good end of that deal then.
Yeah, we got the good ending for sure.
Definitely.
I think that was a trade that made both teams stronger, and like you were both in good form, and really made for a great grand finals. So thank you so much. It seemed like the difference was you guys got so many clutches. Did you feel well prepared coming into this?
I think we did. Yeah, we did. We did a lot of research over the last couple of days, watching replays of this team. We identified some habits. I don't think it went like as cleanly as I was hoping to. I thought it was gonna be easier, I guess is another way to say what I'm saying. But we don't normally rely on clutches to win our games. But
Eli has a few clutches throughout the playoffs.
that's true.
Well, so do you, Peck. So do you.
Well, apparently you guys didn't need to work on your aim maps. You weren't working on your AK spray, your A1S spray. You guys, I mean, both teams, but you guys specifically just said, all right, Tech 9s, aim training, entries, let's go. It doesn't matter if we've got rifles or not. How did you guys just manage all of those, especially on Anubis? You guys were dominant taking in space as Ts.
I think that's kind of our favorite map as a team. That's probably the one that we have practiced the most specific executes and util for it. We were very comfortable with the angles on it, and I think that one is where we've been setting the template for how we're playing the game right now, as far as protocols and whatnot like that. So that's we just the answer is we like that map, so we played a lot. That's why we look good on it.
So do you think it was a mistake for them to pick Anubis?
Well, we were expecting them to pick it because it's their strongest map, but like our record on Anubis is deceiving. Because like our first half of the season was bad and we played a lot of Anubis and we got much better. So we were expecting them to pick Anubis, but we were ready for it.
That makes sense.
So I guess that's a fair question. Were you all happy with all 3 maps? It looked like Wet was, right? Wet got their Anubis pick. They were listed strong on Ancient. They're pretty strong on Vertigo, but other than the Anubis pick, where your early season matches were maybe a bit deceiving for how you all are playing now, would you guys say you were happy with all 3 maps then?
Them banning Inferno was a surprise.
Yeah, we thought they
I
would
don't
have gone
think
for
we
Nuke or
wanted
something like that.
Vertigo. But
Yeah, Vertigo would have been a very interesting game if we went there. That was probably the only thing we were like, we don't know what's going to happen on that map. But
Our last
no,
Vertigo
definitely
was
the
pretty
Ancient
crazy.
Anubis was like, we wanted that. Like that was definitely, we were doing the game theory of what the pig bands were going to end up like, and we were pretty sure it was going to be Ancient Anubis, and that's what we were prepared for and happy with.
I do find it kind of funny to hear you guys say that Inferno as a ban was a surprise for you guys. Playing Wet in the semis, I was pretty darn certain they were insta-banning Inferno against us, especially, I mean, we've had 6 matches on it. We're pretty comfy on it on AG. So I'm surprised to hear that you guys were surprised that they would have banned Inferno in that instance.
Well,
Did you think they would have banned a map that they don't play?
Well, there was also Dust 2 and Nuke that they don't play, so that's why.
I mean, they had 2 maps on Nuke. They were 0-2 on it.
Yeah,
At
that's why
least at some point during the season.
Yeah. No, we were expecting them to ban the Nuke actually, but yeah, I mean, we're surprised. We kind of, yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely taking it there with the 2-0. Good to see it from you. And you said with the questionable possible decider of Vertigo, glad to have closed it out in 2. But I want to kind of go to the gameplay and ask you, Dova. Coming into this, were you ready to kind of help put the team on your back? Get all these opening op entries. How did it feel to just have a dominant Anubis game and really set your team up there?
It felt great going into it. I was training beforehand a little bit before we got on, but I feel like the opening picks were beneficial to the team and helped us take a lot of space like onto those sites. I mean, that's all I really have to say about it. I felt pretty good about it, and I know that my team did as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we could see if at the end of that half you were feeling yourself. Saw you go for one round with the Zeus in hand. Definitely got a little confidence there.
Yeah, that was my bad.
But as far as Ancient goes, how did that feel for you guys? Because that one not as convincing, right? On the first half, so it was a lot of back and forth. How did you guys keep it together?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, we gotta talk. What is it, at 5-1 or something? They were up 5 something, and we did an adjustment. So we realized they were rushing a lot, so we decided to like push back, so we get info and wrap around them, because we figured they were playing like 4-1 or 5-0, like bunching up together. So we were trying to wrap them up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, our default kind of strategy for it was to play very retake oriented and play very passive positions, but we were just finding that we couldn't get it together in time because they were just playing super aggressive. So we needed to hold space a little bit more and get more early information peaks and stuff like that. And that was what bought us more time in the rounds and also got us some pretty good kills.
If
Yeah,
I
it did
can...
seem. Oh, go ahead, Lucio.
Okay, all right, thank you, Ryan. If I can bring Eli in here for a moment, and if we're going to talk about gameplay, and if we're going to talk about Ancient, I mean, the ice in your veins to just time that peak onto the diffuser long enough that they let go, and you get the double sprayed on to end it. That had to be the greatest feeling in the world to clutch it for your team. How did you feel after that, Eli?
Yeah, I felt pretty good. I'm not gonna lie about that for sure. I was just really trying to get the guy on bomb. That was really my main focus. And then once I got him, I was like, I guess I'm not dead yet, so I'll switch over. So,
If I assume you all watched some of Wet's gameplays, but especially on Ancient, they had a clutch to win in 13-11 on Ancient on a site from Donut. It was pretty symbolic to see that in the quarterfinals, and then for them to lose in that almost the exact same way in the finals is almost poetic. Nice job for you guys.
yeah, it's a good one to see at the end of the day. I definitely liked that the boys got her done on Anubis. Blind was great and helpful, and I got to watch the final couple rounds of that. It was very nerve-wracking for me, and then I was hoping it would work out on an Ancient, and it sure did. The boys are awesome.
Go
Well,
for it,
That's
Ryan.
great.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to keep you all here any longer. Y'all played a great season, great match. You should go and celebrate. Did we have any other questions for them before we wrap it up?
Nope.
Nothing
Alrighty.
out of me. Yeah, I think
Excuse
you
me?
guys can take your well-deserved celebration.
I
Yeah,
would like to.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Celebrate responsibly.
Any
Yeah.
shout outs before you go?
just thank you, CSC. This whole thing's awesome. This was my first season. I know it was a couple of other people's first season.
Same here.
Yeah.
I just want to shout out Mick Wick for being there for me all the way.
Heyo.
Let's go.
Let's go. Peace, guys.
All right.
Thanks very
GG's,
much,
guys.
Bye.
GG,
Yeah,
everybody.
congrats, boys.
By the way, chat, B stream is still going on. Krypton Kings versus the Card Counters on Anubis. It's map 3. There's more Counter-Strike action going on. I believe the C stream is also still running. Holy Lamb and Shells are talking over there.
We are unfortunately coming to a close here, but definitely more CS to be caught if that is your thing. Check it out on the BNC stream.
You know, something to close this season with, as this is our last cast. This playoffs might not have been what everyone expected, but you have to say this was a mix-up. Almost all of the top seeds losing in their opening round to have some amazing grand finals between the 7th and 8th seed. Just to say that everybody's got to stay in here. Everyone's got to fight every match, especially into playoff, because you never know who's going to get hot at the right time.
And that's what CSC is all about too, right? Like it's you don't know. It's fun to watch here. Obviously, we have the stream going, but also just to play in and enjoy just competitively, casually, right? And if you're new out there, if you are just joining us for the first time, we would love to have you. This season is coming to a close. So that means next season is starting soon. That's plenty of time for you to get involved. csconfederation.com, discord.gg/CSC as well. We got 10 mans. Tomorrow night is the community night. Like we said, we still got the B and the C stream going. There's 10 mans, there's Face It groups, all sorts of amazing Counter-Strike content available here in the CSC. We also want to extend a special thank you to everybody who participated in season 15, whether you were a caster, an observer, whether you played, whether you're an AGM, stats, transactions, let's see, media, who else am I? Admins, mods, everybody else that I am forgetting. Thank you
A
all
supporter.
so much for, what was that?
A supporter, anyone
Supporters, yeah.
who is generous enough to help us make all of this happen. Great shout out to you.
Yes, thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you in season 16, Lucille, Rye, Gear. It's been an honor casting with you. Nexus, thank you so much for the observing and producing. Again, go check out those C and B streams. Have a great one, everyone.
Thank you.